Good afternoon. People have frequently asked me if I have any videos of my train layout. So I decided to take some time this afternoon to put a little guided tour together. I've been model railroading for over 60 years, going back to when I had a paper route when I was 6 or 7, and spent my money on cars and structures back then. And this particular layout, which as you can see takes up a substantial portion of my basement for about 15 plus years. I'm going to start with the newer portion of my layout, which I just completed. The idea for 3 seasons in the layout came from Mickey originally, but was also sort of spurred on when Andrew brought back the Snowcat from Italy, where he was doing a semester abroad. So this is a replica of Wildcat Mountain. You've got some skiers and boarders jumping off cliffs. You've got them skiing through the rocks up here. There is the working ski lift, which was made by a German company. The lodge with a deck. Some kids building a snowman, and Santa with a Christmas tree. For those of you that are familiar with the Bretton Woods area near Mount Washington, there's the Crawford Notch Station. And today we're running 3 trains on the layout, the first of which are 2 FA7 Conway Scenic Railway engines, followed by 3 passenger coaches. The farm, sort of typical of the farm that you might see on the West Side Highway. The cow pasture, some hay, and also some hikers nearby with a bear chasing them. Moving on to downtown North Conway. One of the things I've done is I've incorporated a number of pieces from my brother's layout, which were given to me on his passing, including this station, which I painted in the Conway Scenic Railway colors. So in the Conway Yard, North Conway Yard, we have the roundhouse and turnstile. We also have the freight house and an exact replica of the Conway Rail Station. For those of you familiar with North Conway and its landmarks, there's Horse Feathers right in this bar, Zeb's Candy Store, the church downtown, Hanover Lumber Yard, our favorite Dairy Queen, where we always stop after tubing for some Frosties. And then there's Mickey in her old cheerleading uniform, looking at Triple X's GTO. The North Conway Ski Museum, and North Conway Country Club's first tee, which you really do tee off over the tracks onto the first fairway, together with a putting green and another piece rebuilt from my brother's set. Moving on to the older portion of the layout. Again, you have a large rail yard with a roadhouse. I don't know if you can see the flashing lights in there where they're doing some welding. And with some personal touches, you have Spooner sash and door. My wife's family is from Spooner, Wisconsin. Still have some relatives that live up there. A couple of Burlington Motor Freight trucks. Mickey's mom worked for Burlington Motor Freight. An electrical generating plant. Cement factory. Budweiser sign. A movie theater playing Peter Pan, one of our favorite movies. AA hobby truck. John, the owner of AA Hobby, and I have been working on this project for over 16 years, like I mentioned. Another station with people inside and out. And then coming through here, you will see the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Warbonnet -8, two of them, pulling 7 Santa Fe boxcars in a caboose. And the lights and bells for the crossing are actually photosensitive, built into the track. The Porsche dealership was given to me by the children one Christmas. And then you have a little residential area that has a Suburban with Mickey and I in my suit and tie, and Molson as a puppy. We have a little wedding going on in the church. And then some water features. Some canoers. A little bit of rapids. A waterfall. And some fishermen, including that guy in there that looks like he's catching something. The bridge with the backdrop. All of the landscaping and backdrop painting was done by me, as well as the bench work and the electrical work. Another lumber yard and another farm. The corn actually is probably 300 or 400 pieces of corn that were individually placed by me. And then these 3 farm pieces, the barn, the chicken coop, and the other horse stable, those were all, again, date back almost 60 years. Together with this colonial house. The train here going over the trestle. That trestle was a lot of pieces of wood put together by me. And then if you look down in there, you actually see some more fishermen playing in the pond. We've got a water outflow, a little swampy area with some more moose in it. A mining company. And another rock face. You can see the complicated nature of the electronics to run this whole layout, together with a Blatz boxcar, which was a beer that Mickey's dad liked. And then over here, you have the Narragansett beer that we all love. The third train running today, going to come out of this tunnel shortly, is 2 Union Pacific Dash 8s, followed by 9 Santa Fe coal cars, and a caboose. So let's pause for just 1 minute for some special effects. In part 2, my little video, you can see the Christmas tree all lit up and this Crawford Knott station lit up together with the farm and the rail yard and all of the houses and buildings downtown, together with the street lights and the traffic light, which changes color. The rail station, there it goes to green. And some of the coaches light up at night. The old rail yard. And again, the Budweiser sign. You can see how complicated the electronics are to operate this system. And then the marquee for the movie station, the rest of downtown, the water tower, farm area, and then the mining area. Again, I hope you enjoyed the tour.